What's going on, guys? I'm back, finally, after, at least 2 months. Here to finally give you guys an update. This is literally just a spontaneous video that I'm putting together. And I just wanted to give you guys some insight as to what's been going on and my thought process at this current moment. So today is May 3rd, 2019. My birthday is in 5 days. I was born May 8th, 1995, so I will be turning 24. And that's really exciting, but also kind of scary considering that we're all getting older. We're not getting any younger, so it's put a lot of thoughts into my head, which I'll explain in further detail as this video goes on. But to start off, let's talk about what's going to go on in the near future, or what's happening right now in my life. So to start off, tomorrow I'm going to be competing in my first ever marathon. My job that I work at, is doing this program. It's like a charitable thing they do every year with the Children's Miracle Network, where they get employees together to help raise money and such for that network, the charity. And they, I guess, had this deal with the running festival in my town to be able to have their employees run in it for the charity. So I decided to sign up because I've never done any sort of sorry guys, allergies are killing me lately. I've been trying to deal with them, but anywho, yeah, so it's exciting because I've never done any sort of marathon or anything like that. Like, I've never done any sort of physical activity event, outside of like school or whatever, so this should be interesting. It's only going to be a 5K, which is not much. I've looked that up. It's a little over 3 miles. It's not bad. I mean, considering where I came from in just a couple years ago in terms of like my overall health and well-being, it's it's pretty incredible to even think that I could even do 3 miles. But I've been preparing for that over the last month. I will say, even though I've had some really good run times, my overall eating habits have been a little off. Specifically, just because I've had a lot of nerves lately, and dealing with a lot of different emotions as of late, regarding other things going on in my life, which I won't get into here, but yeah, I hope that come tomorrow I will be able to compete just fine, and maybe even have something to walk away with, by the end of it. I know they are giving out medals for this thing, and they're doing it for the top 3 competitors in each age group, and male and female. So I really hope that in my age group I can get top 3 for this 5K. That would be awesome. If not, I mean, I still will feel satisfied competing, because it's something that I've never done before, and it's like I'm breaking out of my comfort zone to do this, and I think that's an accomplishment in itself. But of course, the competitive side of me really, really would like to see a medal around my neck. So we'll see what happens. As far as other things go, let's see. Let's talk about the military. I have not talked to a recruiter yet. I do plan on doing that in the future, but as it currently stands, I personally feel like there are other things I need to prioritize in my life at this current juncture. Mainly, something that I've been putting off for a long time in my life, which is getting my driver's license. Yes, I'm 23 years old, going on 24, and do not have a driver's license. I have a car, oddly enough. I'm sitting in it right now, but I do not have a driver's license. Long story short, I essentially have been battling a lot of anxiety in my life over the last 5 years or so, and a lot of it has been around driving for whatever reason, just operating a vehicle, being out on the roads. I've gotten better with it over the years, but there was a long period of time when I was very on-off with like driving in general, like practicing driving, going out and, just driving around. And in my personal opinion, I feel like I've put maybe too much pressure on myself to just try to get this done, where in reality I should just go at a pace that's more comfortable for me and work from there. And at the end of the day, I know I can accomplish this goal of, getting my driver's license and feeling better about just driving out on the roads, not feeling scared and nervous and anxious all the time. I think I can accomplish that if I just go at my own pace and not worry too much and just try to improve every time I go out. So that's a big thing for me to be able to do, because even though I don't think it's necessary for me to go and get my driver's license if I wanted to go in the military, it certainly helps, especially with documentation and all other kinds of things. So that's a number one thing that is on my list, right, of getting before I were to go into the military. The next thing is I do think I'm going to join up with a gym, more than likely, because even though I feel like I am in decent shape, I could be definitely in better shape, and I want to prepare more for that event if I were to go into the military. Plus, I just want to be able to feel better in my own body. Like I said, like I feel like I'm in decent shape, but I could be in better shape, and like I can maintain a better shape. So I want to be able to have like something I can really stick to and stick with. So I'm thinking about joining up a gym and really exploring that whole world and seeing what I can, develop physically that I can be happy with. So let's see. What else? So I did some writing today in my phone, because I like to every now and then write like little journal entries. And I was writing about different things that I've already kind of talked about in this video, but one thing that really I was kind of riffing on was this idea of, not just this general idea of self-betterment and self-improvement, but really breaking out of my own comfort zone and like feeling limitless. And I feel like in my personal life, I don't know how other people may necessarily feel, but I feel at times very limited. I think that's a combination of things. I think that has a lot to do with, my own mental barriers around my limits, and also just things that are in my environment that I could change at any moment but have not taken the steps to, right? So I was really riffing on this idea of like things I want to do on like a broad sense. And I think what makes me personally happy and makes me feel really good is feeling like I can do anything and everything that I want to do, and being able to do it without having too much concern or fear of stepping out into that sort of that like out of that comfort zone. So, something that I was riffing on really was this idea of being a big fish in a small pond, right? I think in my life, the times when I felt most like confident in myself, the times when I felt like I really knew what was going on, were times where I had developed a sense of confidence through experience and being able to recognize and establish different patterns that I see going on in life, and utilizing those patterns to get myself to new places, right? So I want to get to a point where, like, the world is it sounds really ambitious, but the world is like that small pond and I'm the big fish in that pond, right? And that seems like crazy to think that one person could like feel that way, but I feel like there's plenty of people out there who have done a lot of exploring, have done a lot of different things, and have traveled a lot, and to them the world is that, and they've had enough experiences where they could go anywhere in this world and be able to navigate it and feel, like a foreign place is almost in a sense like home, or maybe not home, but like they're comfortable going through the paces and finding different things and such, and not being in fear of their life or whatever, like obviously we all still have, reservations, and we're all still alert and stuff like that, being in a different place, but I want to be able to go somewhere new and feel like, in a way, it's a familiar place. And I feel like the world, regardless of how different it may be in different areas of life, I feel like there's things you can take away from completely different cultures and civilizations, right? That are, some things are just the same across the board, right? To like a very basic level. And I want to be able to someday walk around in different places and just be like, okay, like I get it. Like I'm not completely lost in my life. And I think doing that would allow me to really understand who I am as a person. Developing these new experiences in my life would give me a chance to really see life in a different way, see all these different perspectives on, life in different cultures and how people do things differently in different areas. And I don't know, it's really enticing, the idea of being able to go anywhere, go to any country, and be like, oh, okay, like, just whatever, I'm doing this. Not be like, oh my god, like, this is going to be a completely new experience for me. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, and I want to be able to stretch my comfort zone. I don't want to just break out of it. I want to expand it, right? Because I think, like, we have this whole concept of breaking out of our comfort zones, but what I feel like that really means to me is breaking out to eventually expand it, like push the boundaries out more, so that way your comfort zone is not so limited to just this one area or these single group of people, right? Or these sole events in your life, right? These are all different things that can be expanded upon and made to be better, and more diverse, and allow you to develop more of a sense of yourself and develop more knowledge and experience and just overall better yourself. And for me, that's something that's really enticing. And I think that's one of the draws of wanting to go into the military, is because you can do that on the government's dime while also obviously doing, work for them, and working for the country and serving the country. But I think the idea of being able to go do those things helps develop more of a sense of myself and establishes more confidence in a person if they're able to accomplish and do all these different things that are, seem pretty scary, to be able to do, but also are kind of interesting and fun, So I think all in all, that's the direction I want to go in my life, is being able to break out of my comfort zone and push the boundaries of it. So, but yeah, guys, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna make another video, but if I ever have another spark of inspiration where I feel like I want to sit down and talk with you guys and let you guys know what's going on and my thought process, I will definitely make that video. It might be 2 months out, it might be 2 years out. No, I definitely, though, am not gonna just stop making videos. I don't have a set schedule for it as it currently stands. So, but I appreciate you nonetheless for checking out the channel and taking the time to listen to my ramblings. So, I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe and bye.